webinar today. Happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody. We're all dressed in green here at DMI in Boston, Massachusetts, and we've got a tremendous webinar for you, and we're very fortunate to have one of the more prolific financial advisors in the country joining us today to share with us some of his practices around how he's built such a successful firm here. So we'll get into a little bit about our guest today and the topic, but again, I want to welcome everybody and thank you for participating. So today's topic is, how do you close $500,000 annuity sales on the first appointment? That's quite a statement, and I think leaves a lot of people wondering what's going on here. That sounds a little extreme. So we're going to talk to you about what that means and how you can accomplish that, because with some processes and changes and some advice from our guest today, you can be there yourself. So first, let's talk about why we're doing this. As I mentioned earlier, my name is Brian Donahue. I'm the president of DMI Marketing here in Hingham, Massachusetts, just outside of Boston. And we're an IMO, and we're in sales, just like I think everybody on this phone call is in sales in one way or another. And we'd love to do business with you. We provide everything a typical IMO would provide to advisors and agents around the country: great products, great service, great case design, great underwriting. We feel we're as good, if not better, than anybody out there. But really what differentiates us is the marketing. We've got a big marketing team here at DMI of talented individuals who touch every aspect of a financial advisor's life, from digital, web, email, social media, workshops, seminars, to help drive brand and to drive appointments and closes and sales. And one of those value adds is mentoring and working with top advisors like Rich today to allow people like you on the phone to learn from the best. And Rich is one of the best, and we're going to learn a little bit about why he's doing this. So, Rich, why don't you tell us a little bit about why you're doing this?
Well, it's about time you let me talk, Brian.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Rich Rubino. I am a partner of Rubino and Lang. We're located in Newton, Massachusetts. My partner Sam Lang and I started the company, 25 years ago. And our thing is, marketing, and we're really an annuity shop. We're not licensed to sell equities, although two of our associates that are in the office are licensed to sell equities. Over the last couple of years, I'm sort of stepping back from the sales process in the business, and I don't see any prospects. I don't see my old clients. I don't see new clients. My partner Sam sees 99% of the new clients that come in. And last year, we did $62 million in premium. The previous year, we did 58. Previous year, we did high 50s. So we do pretty well. Brian asked me when I started to step back from the business, "Hey, Rich, do you mind coming in on occasion to share with people how you got from point A 25 years ago to where you are now?" And I'm not saying it's point Z, because we're still doing things to enhance our business today. Our goal is always more and better. Okay, so that's what we try to do. Plus, Brian's paying me to be here.
Yes, thank you for reminding me that, Rich.
And remind me to ask you for a raise. I think I'm getting underpaid.
Okay, well, we can negotiate that.
Okay.
So again, happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. Obviously, Brian Donahue, I'm Irish, and living in Boston, I'm Irish. So we hope everybody enjoys a pint after the call today. So, Rich, again, thank you. And I think that gives everybody on the call today a little bit of background on why we're doing this and who we are and what we believe we can bring to the table for you. So today's topic is, how are you folks able at your firm, Rich, to close significantly large sales on just one appointment, and there's no magic beans, I think, is what we're going to find out here. So talk a little bit about your process and what you do.
All right, our closing ratio, Sam's closing ratio, because I'm not in the room, he closes the cases. Probably 40% of our sales are first meeting closes. He just closed the case yesterday, first meeting close, $500,000. Our average sale throughout the year is probably close to $500,000. I think it's 470. It was 470 last year. But you know, there's a lot that happens before that person comes in the office. So it's not that they just walk off the street and you have a first meeting close.
Yeah, because the initial reaction is you guys are very pushy, hard closing people.
No.
I don't think that's in any way true at all.
It starts with, and we talked about this earlier. It starts with confidence. Confidence in everything that you do. And so if we have radio, we do seminars, we send out mailings, we do social media. And the first thing is, what I think is a big difference is that we're very transparent as to what we do. Okay, there's no surprises. We sell fixed annuities that are geared to provide income for the rest of your life. That's what we do. So everybody gets that message in a number of different ways, whether it's the radio, whether it's our commercials, whether it's at a seminar. This is what we do. If you're not interested in that, don't come in.
So that cuts down a lot of wasted time and a lot of.
Well, I think that previously, Brian, we were afraid to tell people what we did. We were afraid to say we sell annuities because we thought nobody would come in. So when you're don't tell people what you do and they come in, then you stretch out the sales process. Oh, that's what you do? I'm not interested in annuities. Oh, that's what you, so you're taking the first meeting to introduce yourself, the second meeting, you know, so our average was a fast close was 2 meetings. Average used to be three meetings, sometimes longer. But being transparent is a key, and we talked about this earlier about being confident. You have to be confident to be transparent.
Yeah.
You can't be afraid of it. You know.
Yeah.
A lot of sales guys, us included, when we first started in business, when you're afraid that people are going to run the wrong way, and you feel like you only have one shot in closing somebody, so you dance around, and finally you ask for the check. Well, if people are ready, if they know what you're doing, and if people are ready, and they're shopping for a convertible, and say, listen, all we sell is convertibles. So you want people in your office that are just looking for convertibles. So what color you want? You want a red one or a white one? That's what we sell is convertibles.
And I think, Rich, it's more than just being transparent, which is critical, right? It's transparent, like you said, in everything before the appointment. Everything they've read, heard, viewed about you. You guys use video, you use radio, you use email, you use print. Is all talking about the value and the importance of where an annuity might play in a retirement income plan. So they've seen the word 1,000 times, they've heard the word 1,000 times, and they're pretty educated when they get to see you.
That's right. I mean, like we're on the radio, we do seminars, but after that process, you get leads. I mean, every week our leads are X number of leads. So we have 2 guys in our office, you know them well, John and Ryan, and they call all the leads. They'll make 100 dials a day making appointments, and the book is filled by their appointments. They'll send out things. They'll answer questions. What do you do? How does it work? They will sort of set up the sale. Is this person ready? Are they ready? What's the profile of this person? And if somebody's not ready, we won't set the appointment. We don't want to fill the book with people who are not really ready to do business.
Yeah.
So if they're ready to do business, they come in.
So you guys are really specialists, and you're not afraid to let people know that. You're not going to make them double their money. You're not going to do any kind of sophisticated investment modeling. You're going to provide guaranteed, reliable, sustainable income. You're going to be one important leg in their stool.
That's right.
For retirement, and you're the best leg in that stool.
Well, we're the core leg. I
Yeah.
mean, people, Ryan and John also accompany Sam in his meetings. I mean, Sam, once he's in the room, and that's really like the secret sauce that he's in the room.
Yeah.
They're with him. They're taking notes. They know what he says. They know how he sells. So they use those tools they've learned from him on the telephone when they interview somebody. Yeah. And making that appointment. And they screen people. If a guy's not ready or a woman's not ready, yeah, they're not coming in.
Okay. So talk about this doctor's office model, Rich, that you guys have really adapted and perfected in your practice.
Okay. I mean, first of all, we never go out to anybody's house.
So if somebody has $1 million check at their house and they can't come in, you will not.
I think maybe once last year, Sam went to someone's house. There was this famous band leader in the Boston area that he, his brother, and his mother was older. They were in their 60s. Said, "Listen, we're busy, we're stressed. Could you come out and see us?" And Sam went out and did a road trip, and we took money from all three of them. He took money from all three of them.
But the bottom line is,
all our appointments are, first appointment is usually starts at 10 o'clock, and the last appointment is at 4 o'clock. We want to convey to people that if this is important enough for you, you should take the time out of the day to come in and deal with it. This is your future. This is your livelihood. This is something that's just as important as your health, because it's your financial health. And if it's not that important, then go someplace else because it's important to us. So that conveys, I think, that's our philosophy. It conveys that we are important enough for you to take time out of your day to come in and see us. Also, those people are committing to go on Route 128, and they're committing to come in. The appointments are scheduled usually 2 weeks in advance, and we send out 3 pieces of information, 3 letters.
Yeah.
We send out a welcoming letter with their date and time. Then we send out things to bring in. Bring in wills, trusts, assets, life insurance. Then we send out a confidential questionnaire, which is your name, your email, your age, how you came in to see us, what are your top 3 concerns, and what are your assets.
Let's go through that again because that's very important. Once they've been screened and they look like a good fit for your business, and you're a good fit for what they need, what happens? They get a letter confirming their appointment?
They get a letter. John and Ryan will say, all right,
that goes in the mail.
You're coming in April 15th. We'll send you a letter, and we'll send you directions on how to get to our office.
Okay.
So they get a letter saying, we're excited to meet you. This is the time, date. And we, the letter is
Do you send anything with that letter, or is it just the
letter? We send 2 other things with the letter.
With the letter?
Yes.
Okay.
And things to bring in to our first meeting.
Okay.
Wills, trust, list of assets. Any investment assets, any annuities, any life insurance. List of questions. Then we send out, also with that letter, a confidential questionnaire. What's your name, what's your age, marital status, number of children, grandchildren, email address, how'd you hear about us, what radio station, do you have a will, do you have a power of attorney?
So the fundamental difference, Rich, is most advisors do a fact find on the first appointment. And that's when they spend an hour or 2 really gathering all the information. You're trying to get all of that before they even come in.
Well, we want to see where the sale is.
Yeah.
So they're telling you, if they say, these are my top 3 concerns, and then you look and see, well, these are my assets. This is how much I have in regular accounts. This is how much I have in retirement accounts.
Yeah.
you know where the sale is before they come in. You still have to do a fact finder when they come in, a more detailed fact finder, because you're asking questions and you're writing down their answers, a deeper fact find. But you know in your mind where the sale is prior to the time they come in, because they're giving you that information. They're telling you what they're worried about.
Yeah.
We didn't always do that, Brian. We thought that asking for information prior to the time someone came in would give them an excuse not to come in. And so we were afraid of doing it. And again, like we get back to that confidence thing.
Yeah.
So you have to be confident enough to say, hey, if you don't give me this information, I'm not going to let you come in.
Yeah.
You
So
know?
there was a lack of confidence in being transparent.
Yep.
There was a lack of confidence in letting people know that you sold annuities.
That's right.
There was a lack of confidence in confirming appointments because you're afraid that they would cancel the appointment.
Well, we would confirm appointments the day before somebody comes in. Jeanette, who that's her job in the office. She'll call Brian. This is to remind you your appointment is at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Thank you.
Yeah.
So if the person says, "Oh, geez, I didn't know," and I have to reschedule, fine, we reschedule you. Or thank you for calling, and they come in.
Yeah.
So we always didn't do that, but we always thought that might give the person an excuse not to come in. Oh, they're calling me. Yeah, I don't really want to see them. Well, if they really don't want to see them, you don't want to see them either.
Right, right.
You know?
Now talk about the company marketing kit. We call it a brand corporate identity kit here. We at DMI make these kits up for our advisors to build brand and confidence, trust, experience with the prospect. Talk about how you use that and how important that is in your process.
Well, everything's important. Everything is gives an impression of who you are and how you do business, and you only have one chance at first impressions. That's why they call it a first impression. So a first impression is all inclusive. It's the marketing kit. It's how things look. It's the stationery. It's how the office looks. It's how people treat you. It's what's being sent out. It is everything that we do to try to position ourselves differently from anybody else. That we try to run the Four Seasons. When you go in, everybody knows your name. Hello, Mr. Jones. Thank you for coming. Could I take your coat? Would you like a cup of coffee? Coffee served in a china cup, not in a styrofoam cup. Everybody's seen on time. At the waiting area, there's a book or two books filled with notes that people have written us. Thank you, Rich and Sam. You were great. I mean, whatever the notes were. So we give them a little time to go through those books.
Well, and I'm going to ask you to divulge one of your biggest secrets today.
Uh-oh.
Will you share with everybody the cookie secret?
The cookie secret. I don't know where we got this from. I think it was from from real estate marketer. Somebody was marketing real estate, and they said, when you have an open house, you should have the smell of fresh cookies being baked when you have that open house. It makes the house feel homey. So we said, oh, that's a good idea. So now we have fresh baked cookies. It's more for the smell. Well, the cookies are pretty good, but we have the smell in the office. When people come in, they go, oh, those are cookies. It makes them relax.
Yeah.
It's a warm feeling. It's like you're finally home.
And you've said
now take out your checkbook.
Yeah, you said it a lot. You've got a lot of older couples. Obviously, that's your market.
Well, actually, our market is getting younger, Brian.
But older than 40.
Maybe older than you.
Older than me.
Yeah, not older than me.
Not older than you.
Yeah.
But, they're nervous. I mean, this is a scary thing. Sometimes they don't have a lot of assets, or they don't think they have a lot of assets. They're worried about longevity risk and market risk and taxation. They have a lot of worries, right? They're coming to you for help, and they're nervous. And putting them at ease with your processes, which is information and education and cookies, as foolish as that may sound, and a warm greeting and a professional office, all of these are part of your process, and all of these play a big role in your success and how you're able to, as an example, on that first appointment make a $500,000 sale, because there's been so much work and so many things done prior to that sale.
Right. I mean, if you look about how people buy things today, or how people shop for things today, it is mostly very impersonal. I mean, my daughter gets everything from Amazon, from toilet paper to Q-tips. And for someone to commit to come to your office and take time out during the day to sit down with you, already you feel like you have them as a client, because what you've done before that, to have them come in to see you for personal, that's a commitment in and of itself, right? Because they're not, you could buy anything online now. You could buy annuities online now. Why do people come in? So they're committing. So you have a commitment from them just by them coming in, and then you just have to validate that commitment with these people.
Yeah. Well, Rich, thank you very much.
Are we done?
We're done. I promised you'd be at the bar by 2. I know being St. Patty's Day, it's a little late for you.
Little Jameson's.
Little Jameson's. Even though you're Italian, we will welcome you into the St. Patty's Day celebration today.
Thank you.
And what are the next steps, folks? Well, we would hope you would contact us and talk about how DMI marketing and DMI's services can help you build your business, build your processes, build your brand, make it so that you can be more confident in what you do and when you're selling and having people to see. And Rich, thank you for sharing.
Hey, Brian, could I just add something?
Well, absolutely. Even though you're charging me by the word.
You guys helped us do the social media stuff.
Yeah.
And I think it was like last week we gave you our database, and like we're streaming the database of 4,000 people. And last week, a guy that sort of we gave up on, okay, came in the office, and we did a $300,000 ticket with him because of the systems that you put in place, so DMI put in place. Not you, Brian. You don't know how to do most of this stuff. Your staff and your marketing people put in place that resurrected somebody in our database that we made money on. And that's another spoke in our wheel that we didn't have before this year.
Well, thank you, Rich. And that's called our reactivation program. So if anybody wants to learn about that at some point, certainly contact DMI. So again, thanks everybody for taking a half hour out of your day and listening to us. And really, I hope you got a lot out of Rich's business practices and his wisdom and experience. He really is one of the top advisors of the United States right now, and he didn't do it by accident. So we'll be having Rich on a future webinar. Look out for more invitations. We've got another top advisor next week that we're going to have a webinar with, I think Thursday at 1 o'clock Eastern Time. You'll be getting an invitation for that. And he's going to share with you some of his processes and best business practices. So for everybody here at DMI, Rich, thank you.
You're welcome.
Everybody have a nice rest of your day, and we look forward to speaking to you soon. Thanks. Thank you, Rich.